Sonic forces me to watch this CinemaSins parody. It's hard to believe this game is almost 3 years old. If not, it's 3 years old at least. Okay, at least it's a little much because it does feel, because I don't think it was like 2015, but still.
With this in mind, you should know that the feelings of the creator of this video
Wait, okay, no, it's a 20th anniversary game, but wait, it got delayed because reasons, so it was 2017. So this game is roughly 2 years old.
Its franchise, the game itself,
and we haven't seen a Sonic game since.
Without further ado,
well, okay, unless you count Sonic R Acing.
We hope you enjoy.
But I mean, like, main platformer Sonic game, you know? I actually don't hate this game too much.
Sonic Mania has multiple save slots and Forces doesn't. Holy shit, I haven't even gotten to the cutscenes and I'm already bitching.
Yeah, seriously.
This is a first. I don't think I've ever seen narrating text in a Sonic game. Mostly because we've never needed it.
Oh boy.
No kidding.
The Chickal's doing something different.
There's a rumor going around that old rotten Eggman has been developing some kind of new weapon.
Isn't that just standard?
Yeah. Looks like this won't be your garden variety recon mission.
There's a garden variety to recon missions?
Gun hasn't been a thing for years and they're nowhere to be seen in this game.
I don't know. I just assumed Gun at this point.
Go together like chili and hot dogs.
Is that just it? The Sonic characters have no other point of reference for food other than chili dogs?
Yeah. It was cute and Unleashed, but now it's starting to get a little annoying.
Do robots have parental lobes? I'm not sure that they do. After all, they have processors, not brains.
The world's most powerful robot is no more a challenge than crap.
Are we heading into the prequel of a prologue? What the?
That's just impressive. Also, I wish we could have a counter for every time there was a gameplay recording pause, blank recording report.
If Eggman already has a bunch of robots, why bother with hiring mercenaries? Build a mercenary, you fool!
I try, but Sonic keeps breaking them.
So can Shadow just teleport without the Chaos Emerald?
Also, it was due to this that it made me think that Infinite was voiced by Dan Green.
Or anyone. Don't ever bother showing us what you look like. Not important, apparently.
He's shown the comic.
Weak. Oh, I am not weak. I'm not weak.
I don't know, you kind of went down like a bitch. Also,
there wasn't even a boss fight.
You sure have either a major ego or huge self-esteem issues if you let something Shadow said get to your head that easily.
Yeah, probably self-esteem.
Eggman make the mask? It's at his base. If so, why?
I don't know.
I've only become
see, when Sonic Force was around, I for some reason thought it was Dan Green. Look, when I hear deep monotone voice and something that's vaguely anime-ish, my brain jumps to Dan Green.
Dude, you realize Shadow saw you for like less than a minute. Also, you're wearing a fucking mask with a voice modulator.
What do you mean you don't recognize me?
What beef does Infinite have with Sonic? He seems to be taking this pretty personally when all Shadow did was beat him up and call him weak. Shadow, not even Sonic.
This is more random than Mephiles' random obsession with killing Sonic.
We've got the advantage now. Sonic is there too. So I don't think it's a big enough deal for you to head out.
I guess it's one of those things where it's like, take care of the biggest problem. Did we have a flashback to that?
I can't imagine the Doctor would do something like that without...
Without what?
Shadow, this is not good. Hurry, get over there.
You just said, no, you literally just said that there was no reason for concern.
This is, I think this is, and now we have the opening cutscene if you don't play episode Shadow.
See, scenes like this lead us to believe that Infinite was a creation of Eggman.
Yeah, the game contradicts
he's just
itself.
A dude with a gemstone. What's so special about him? That he's angry?
With this invention, I can expand the Eggman Empire across the globe.
It's one thing for like a comic to contradict you while the game has its own continuity. It's something else entirely when the game contradicts itself. Wait.
Was there really nothing Tails could do about that?
Look,
when Tails actually did stuff?
Tails doing something, and the colors writers don't know anything about that. Can we stop giving those people writing props for a while?
Oh, they have a glitchy effect, meaning either mind control or copy.
Yeah.
Great.
Remember was everyone so hyped about this?
This guy is faster than Sonic.
Oh, it happens every 5 years.
Everyone's about as fast as Sonic. It's not ludicrous to think someone's faster than him.
What are you doing?
Did you seriously just ask how Chaos, a monster with big-ass claws that you know it has, just got your hands in a lock?
Yeah.
Nice.
Tails? I need to know what's going on with this guy.
What difference does it make? Have Tails help you out with beating the shit out of these guys.
Yeah. I really think the writers of like Lost World, the translators of colors in this game, really just need to stop
Tails did
for a
literally
bit,
nothing
learn
to
how
help
the
Sonic.
series works, and
Hell,
then
Tails
try
didn't
again.
really do anything about anything in
According
that
to the writers,
scene.
they'd never touched a
So,
Sonic game before in
unless
their
Sonic's
life.
around
Which
all of
kind
his
of
friends,
explains why
which we
Lost
know
World in
have the
this game
same,
is
if
kind
not
of like,
better abilities than Sonic,
Huh?
are practically useless.
Without Sonic, the people are
let them
losing
have the
hope
Sonic
and getting
Boom
into
stuff and
despair.
just let them do their own
This is a
stupid
luxury
thing.
we don't have.
What the hell is Silver doing here? Isn't he from another dimension or from the future?
I love this. The Sonic continuity also contradicts itself even before they came along. He's from the future. No, another dimension.
Oh, really?
No, common
so
day.
You've been doing fuck all for the past 6 months. How did you ever come to the conclusion that you maybe needed to do something for yourselves for once?
I do like what they did with the...
No, yep, that's him, all right.
Close enough.
Knuckles, what's the sit-rep, Commander?
I have nothing against Knuckles. I love Knuckles. But why on earth is he the commander?
I don't
Aside from
know.
Silver, Knuckles is the most gullible of the bunch.
And the moron! Oh, that's actually a pretty good recreation.
Doesn't look like much.
Oh, I am not
Face
about to
it
take
off.
shit from a 6-year-old bee that doesn't even know what a top-secret disc looks like when they're literally floating all over the stage. Ass.
Here, kid, take this. We're depending on you.
Of course you are.
Why do they just have Wispins lying around?
I don't know.
None of them use one.
I've just received some incredible news. Sonic is alive.
Literally in the last scene,
Yeah,
scene,
this
we
game
were told
did
Sonic
not
might be dead.
really...
What was the point of making us think that if in the very next scene you're gonna tell us he's not? At least for the characters, because yeah, we know he's not dead,
Yeah,
but there was
we
no
know.
point in letting the characters think he was if they were gonna pull this.
Well, it was 6 months later. Also, we're ripping this off from Sonic 06, except this
If
time
Omega's been out of
Tails is
commission
fixing
for
it.
months, why the hell has no one come pick him up yet?
Because Shadow's been dealing with his own problems.
Sonic, help me!
I get the fact that he comes out of a storm
Tails, you
drain,
fought
though.
and defeated Chaos 4. The hell are you scared of Chaos Zero for?
Hey, Chaos Zero beat the crap out of Knuckles and got all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
And that was the Chaos fight. Nope, I'm serious. We never fight him.
Nope.
Oh, you're that Sonic from another dimension, aren't you?
Another
What do you mean, aren't you?
timeline.
Look at him. Of course he's the Sonic from another... Wait, another dimension? I thought
Yeah,
Chaos
we
was Sonic from
retconned
another
that.
time. That's the third fucking time you've done this. Silver, Blaze, and now even fucking Sonic.
No one is
Speaking of Blaze,
safe.
where is she? I get the feeling that her fire powers could really come in handy right now.
Soul
And
Dimension.
don't give me that she's taking care of Cream crap. Cream should be here too, and even then, she has a mom that can take care of her.
Again, Soul Dimension.
Sonic from another dimension, aren't you? Right. That makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Give in to your fear. Flee screaming, and I'll let you live.
Why didn't you allow that for everyone else?
So, why did he let us live?
Because we ran
We
screaming.
didn't really flee screaming.
Well, we might have done it after the cutscene cut off.
Into space.
What? You can't be serious.
Oh, we've been to space before.
Sonic alive all
This isn't even the first time.
He's been waiting to show him his completed empire.
We literally did it in the second game.
Torturing Sonic just to pass the time. Oh, that's low, even for Eggman.
Is it really, though? I mean, the man has been wanting to enslave the world for years, unleashed a water god to destroy the world, tore a hole in the moon, actually broke the world
Yeah.
apart at one point, caused a rip in the space-time continuum, and sucked the life force from the planet.
And that was just
Torturing
yesterday.
someone? That's going too far?
Wow.
Eh.
The end, huh? Let's see you try something now that I'm free.
Oh, we missed the "you hate fun" line.
Getting out of your chains does not.
I do like some of this.
Oh,
I do like
yeah, it
Sonic's
does, you
witty
idiot.
remarks in some of
In
these.
fact, if you want him to see the end, why would you take off the cuffs? You're just risking him escaping.
Oops.
While on the subject, why even restrain his arms? He barely uses his hands for anything.
Anymore.
They should have restrained his ankles so that he wouldn't be able to run. Hell, he doesn't even need his arms to roll into a ball.
I say anymore because he technically could do punches and kicks
It's that sound again.
in some
The
games.
sound is what you're confused about? Not at all the fact that Zavok just disappeared.
Oh no, that happens all the time. What are you talking about? Zeddy are well known for just
No, from
disappearing
the
into
looks of
thin
things,
air.
they had you locked up near the Death Egg. The way I see it, you're actually going toward the Death Egg.
Also, I'm making that up.
It's not like I can swim out into space.
You can't swim
Shadow did it.
anyway.
I know. We'll just grab a shuttle. The one I came in on must be around here somewhere.
Sonic, you've been locked up for 6 months. Why would you ever assume that?
Yeah.
We can't take out Eggman's home base in Metropolis if he's got a
I would love if it turns out Sonic can swim in space but not the ocean. Be like, what the fuck?
I just got back, but we're spread thin.
Really? Because I gotta ask, what the hell is everyone else doing?
Sitting around
Rouge is
eating
a spy.
chili
You mean
dogs.
a data processor? Knuckles is the commander, and I don't really know what Silver and the Chaotix are doing.
Sonic,
Trying to figure out what they're doing in this game. Okay, Calyx makes sense. Silver not so much.
I got 6 months of payback I'm just dying to spend. This sounds like a good start.
I'm ready to
You know,
do
for
all
someone
of the
who was
work.
tortured for 6 months, Sonic seems perfectly fine. Not beaten up, still cheerful.
Seriously.
It's kind of a case of tell and don't show, huh? Metal Gear Sonic. Funny that it's called Double Boost when original character can't boost at all.
So they're building weapons here, huh? Making everyone work like robots.
Not gonna lie, everyone around here is a robot, Sonic. I haven't seen any animals working around here.
But you want to count flickies? Yeah, Lyric. That would have been great if it was just Lyric. Ah,
See,
we
when he says
stopped
things
Sonic
like that, they
Boom.
lead us to think he's a robot. But as we've seen, he's not. What data? How did you collect said data?
Are you gonna become?
The
Are you gonna
developers
pull
knew
a
the
Neo
fans
Metal
liked
Sonic?
Green Hill, so they put Green Hill inside of Green Hill.
Can we stop with Green Hill now? It's even the Sonic movie. Okay, if it's gonna be the Sonic movie, that's not so bad considering it's kind of a dub. But still, we're sick of that little bit in the games.
We beat the snot out of you, you liar.
Seriously. Can we have Starlight Carnival or Spring
You
Yard
didn't
Zone or
do shit,
something
Tails.
instead?
Nice moves. But if you hog all the glory, how am I gonna look good?
By doing something.
Yeah,
Seriously, Vector,
seriously.
what do you even do?
You're doing... Is he doing less or more than this than in Generations?
We met before?
Yeah, about the same.
Wait,
I guess so.
No, seriously, that's how that cutscene ends, and the other just begins immediately.
Huh. What's the transition?
Since I seen you.
Oh, brav the
That doesn't even make sense because they're from different dimensions now.
Said when the plan is completed, we'll all be wiped out.
I don't like the sound of that.
Nope.
Normally, I just laugh at an Eggman plan.
Huh.
He's already conquered most of the world, so...
Yeah, about that. If Eggman's conquered most of the world, why do we only visit, like, 4 different locations in the whole game?
Because that is the world. Aren't you guys glad we made up all these different, like, not China,
Vector, you
not
already knew this
Alaska,
when we
all
played
that
for
other
the sake of the
places in
original
Unleashed,
character.
just
Why
to
do
go...
you seem so
Just so
shocked?
in this game, if you could just go to the same 4 worlds. Maybe 5 if you want to count space.
There's so many of them!
Stop
So
making
let
him
me
say
get this
that.
straight. The events of episode Shadow happened a month before Eggman took over, and Sonic was missing for about 6 months, right? That's what Espio said, or at least implied. That means no one has seen Shadow in 7 months, right? Because Rouge was in contact with Shadow and hasn't said shit. So, what the hell has Shadow been doing this past 6 months?
Sing
Not
in the
helping, clearly,
corner,
but
being
why?
edgy.
All right, Shadow. What's the deal?
I like the theme, though.
Were you legit just about to not do anything about that attack?
Apparently.
Chaos control.
Oh god, no, they didn't. Oh, fuck me.
Chaos control.
We found the one scene people liked of 06 and did it again.
Shadow?
Look,
so weird
there's,
about another
there's a
Shadow?
new Sonic every
There's another
5
Sonic.
years. What?
Not to mention all the Shadow Android. Holy shit, Sonic
God.
never knew there were Shadow Androids. Think about it. He was never told about it in Heroes, and he never saw any of them in Shadow.
Yeah, Sonic's not in any of the Shadow missions with the Shadow Androids in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Their powers are as formidable as the originals. According to Rouge, Infinite can create unlimited numbers of them.
Of course he
And
can.
Rouge has this intel. How?
Put it right
And
out of
she
my
didn't
ass.
tell the Resistance about it.
No, wait, no.
Why?
Put it right out of my...
Probably staging
Well,
somewhere else
you
as
know.
part of Eggman's plan. This could be our only chance to take the city.
Exactly. That's why we're focusing on a full frontal assault on Metropolis.
Genius!
I'm calling it Operation Big Wave.
Oh, God.
Important is to have a well-thought-out strategy.
Didn't see that coming.
I thought up this strategy in about a minute and a half.
Oh, that's.
That's
what you
actually
guys
record
want.
time to take about of how long it took. I thought about it in a minute and a half. That's still somehow 5 times as long as it takes for Vince McMahon to come up with most scripts in WWE.
Stay calm. What you're seeing isn't real.
It feels pretty real, Knuckles.
Seriously.
I mean, we're kind of literally running on a ceiling right now. I don't think this is just original the character tripping balls.
No, no, even Knuckles knows this is a video game. What you're seeing isn't real. I know, it's just fictional.
Knuckles, please think about what you just said.
Yeah.
Your most seasoned forces can't deal with this, and your only hope is a rookie. You are a terrible fucking commander.
Somehow. You let me survive. You can't just say how your characters feel. That makes me feel angry.
Okay.
Con
Here's where I'm gonna
asshole.
bitch about storytelling again, but
Here we go.
what's the deal with the Phantom Ruby?
I don't think even
Is it
Sega
one? Is
knows.
it
The
several? How
Phantom
many are
Ruby
there?
just does whatever
In
the
Mania,
fuck
doesn't
it
Eggman
wants.
just randomly find it? In Forces, they mention Phantom Ruby prototypes as if Eggman was constructing them. Remember earlier when I asked why Eggman recruited Infinite and the Jackal Squad instead of building his own mercenaries? That's all explained in a comic book. A prequel comic book. Why should I have to consult external media to understand
Yeah, but so
the
is
story?
Lost World, but I don't
Couldn't
know,
you
I
just
haven't
as
read the
easily
Forces
explain this
comic.
within the game itself? Episode Shadow practically doesn't explain anything other than the fact that Infinite isn't a robot. If I'm reading a book, I shouldn't have to watch the prequel movie to understand it. There should be a prequel book. That's why movies based on books are called adaptations, because they adapt the original story from the book, usually omitting story elements that you don't need in order to understand the main plot. Sure, sometimes movies get it wrong, but they almost never make the audience ask too many questions since it usually gets explained. I get it. Maybe it was a cross-promotion to get people to buy the comic,
Probably.
but it's just poor storytelling of a plot that could have been really, really interesting. Oh, I mean, scene doesn't contain lap dance or whatever. Classic Sonic's Chemical Plant Zone music is just Survivor's Eye of the Tiger.
Hold on a sec, while I access the data from this computer. Okay, failed battle plans, robot designs. Wow, he's got like 10 terabytes of selfies.
I believe in a world where a blue hedgehog can run as fast as the speed of sound, breathe in space, meet his own self from another dimension, and have
Another
both those selves
timeline?
turn yellow and float with superpowers given to them by 7 glowing rocks. I do. What I don't believe in is in the fact that Eggman had the time to take enough selfies to fill up 10 terabytes of storage. Do you know how much 10 terabytes are? Around 10,000 gigabytes.
Look, I get
That's
really
10
bored
million,
between
10
schemes.
fucking million megabytes. Let's assume that his selfies are 2 megabytes in size each, on average. That's 5 million selfies. No man can be that vain. The average human lifespan is 27,375
You'd be amazed by the
days.
vanity of humanity.
That means Eggman had to take at least 183 selfies a day in order to fill up that space, from the day he was born to the day he died. But since he's not dead, he's had to take way more than that. I know Tails is probably being
Really
sarcastic,
nitpicking
but I did the
story.
math just in case. Sonic forces me to math.
It's the best part of this game that everyone makes the Sonic Forces jokes.
Phantom Ruby. A weapon that takes control of people's visual and depth perception to feed false information to the brain, creating a new reality for them.
So it's not virtual, it's just reality.
So real, if you bump yourself in it, your sleeping self will bruise? It's hard to believe.
I
It's hard
know,
to believe
right?
Because it doesn't make any sense. It's either there or it's not.
Pick one.
It's feeding false information to the brain. That means it's not there. It's not real. But if you're physically getting hurt, that goes beyond people's visual and depth perception. It's not just one person seeing something. It's a bunch of people seeing the same thing that's physically affecting the real world. What you're describing it does and what it's actually doing can't be at the same time. Either it's just affecting people's perception or it's actually there. If all it does is mess with the way people are seeing things, what's the danger? It's not real. But we know it is real because things have been getting destroyed. Oh god, I've gone cross-eyed.
Okay, there we go.
Eggman experimented with lots of prototypes, and then incorporated the final version into Infinite. If I'm reading this data correctly, then there might be a weakness.
Like?
How so? What you just told us is that Eggman completed the Phantom Ruby. You haven't mentioned anything about a weakness.
I don't like
And you're not gonna
sitting
tell
on
us
the
yet.
bench.
Funny, because
Hasn't
that's what
talked
you've
to
been
you
doing
before.
this entire fucking time.
Metal Sonic has been spotted in the city.
Is it another fake?
How would I
Why would they
know?
bother making a fake out of something that already isn't real?
Sonic is right.
Hey,
Yeah, it's true.
great! We're like a well-oiled machine. Fighting a
Ironically,
well-oiled
yeah.
machine.
I thought we'd established it wasn't a well-oiled machine on account of it, not being real.
I
Based
don't
on
know.
these readings, the Phantom Ruby requires an incredible amount of energy, which only the Death Egg can provide.
Why? Are you saying when Sonic was in space, if he had just blown up the Death Egg there, would have been
The
done?
Phantom Ruby is practically useless.
We could have finished this after stage, what was it, 2 or 3?
Last I checked, the Death Egg is
Yeah.
a heavily fortified, well, Death Egg.
We
Well,
have
to be fair, in the
destroyed
past,
that
all you
thing
needed to
more
do was
times than I
destroy
can
the
count.
Death
We
Egg
even
robot,
destroyed it
and
in
the
a
Death Egg
Lego
explodes along with it
continuity.
for some reason. It's been complicated, but never really hard.
Yeah.
No Death Egg.
Usually just destroy Eggman's big bad boss machine and he's done.
You know, it's just crazy enough to work. So, first we need a distraction. I'm on it.
I'm very distracting.
No way, Knuckles. You're too easily distracted.
Huh.
That's not a good trait for a distraction. Plus, you're our commander. We kinda need you here.
For
Why?
what?
I haven't done
Has
anything
anyone
yet.
kind of noticed Knuckles only comes up with plans that result in people either dying or just overall being defeated?
Why did we
As
hire
far
you
as we've seen,
again?
None of Knuckles' plans have really worked. Look at Operation
At
Big
this point, I'm willing to bet Knuckles just brought nachos that day, and everyone decided, you know what, Knuckles, you're a nice guy. You could be
throw off Eggman.
You could be the
Hasn't he been
commander.
briefed
What the
on our
frick is that
involvement?
face?
If not, why? We've kind of been aiding in his failure.
Good idea. You got your orders, rookie.
Yay!
4 days before Eggman's plan is executed. So let's hustle.
What is that face?
Can't let this thing get to the chemical plant. Keep
Big
it
surprise.
busy there as long as you can, rookie.
So, what's the deal with the chemical plant?
I don't know.
Didn't Eggman build a chemical plant? If so, why is it still around?
Because we don't have the
Resistance
time to
kinda just
destroy
accepts
it.
Even though it's probably one of Eggman's biggest bases of operations.
We have to get rid of it and all the chemicals inside. And you know what that's going to do to the ecosystem?
So far, so good. We might have to stop using the nickname Rookie if the kid keeps this up.
They never
So,
do.
they not even have our name on file? I know it's because they couldn't plausibly incorporate names into cutscenes, but we kind of stopped being a rookie once we beat Infinite. You know,
Yeah.
the guy that no one can beat.
I found a way through to the computer room.
Oh, so we found the computer room? Meme achieved, everyone. We can all go home.
Can't go home.
Damn.
Hey, the defense system's still up.
Vector. Well, at least Vector's happy.
Probably switched over to auxiliary power.
So, I guess you could say the last two zones were completely irrelevant.
Yep.
If Classic Sonic still has to deal with the defense systems and no one has a problem with that, why wasn't that Plan A? We went through Green Hill's original to character as a distraction so that modern Sonic could infiltrate the chemical plant and shut down the Death Egg's defense systems, but the defense systems are still up. What was the point?
Nothing.
Those resistance pests and their clever little plots. They're like something on your shoe that you can't wipe off.
What the hell is Eggman just doing here out in the open?
I don't know.
Doesn't he have the Arsenal
They
Pyramid
really
base
want
still?
to use
We
Green
never
Hill
really
for the
destroyed it.
50th frickin' time this game.
I don't have legs. Neither do you, dude.
Orbot and Cubot have no real place in this story.
They haven't had a
This
place
is like
in the
the only
story
scene
since
where
Colors.
they really interact, and you can tell they just had nothing for them to do.
Infinite, do it.
What is that?
Well, unless you count the Boom universe.
My spiky little predator is Null Space.
Null Space?
It's a little something that the Phantom Ruby cooked up.
God damn it, which is it? Did you make the Phantom Ruby or not?
I don't.
If you made it, how does it just do something on its own? Why does it have random rules? The Phantom Ruby just does whatever the f it wants!
Yep.
A closed-off space where absolutely nothing exists.
And you found out about this how exactly?
I think he found Time
I'm
Eater.
assuming experimentation was involved, but how would you know what Null Space is if you haven't gone in yourself? Also, this must be a new development for the Phantom Ruby, otherwise why the f wouldn't this be Plan A? Just get rid of Sonic and the Resistance from the get-go, send them
Because
to
I
Null
think
Space,
so,
and you would have
because
been
it's
good to
more
rule the
fun
world to
this
your
way.
leisure.
What's the point
I'm
of
just
taking over
saying,
the
if I
world
was
if there isn't
Eggman,
any
I would've won.
challenge?
What the hell is Tails even doing here? He hasn't done anything this entire time.
He
If
won't
they
do
know
anything
Tails
this
would be at
entire
risk and they
time.
know he won't, or for some reason can't fight, why expose him to danger in the first place?
But we destroyed the Phantom Ruby's power source.
No, you didn't.
Tisk. Since you always destroy the power source of my weapons, I decided to learn from my mistakes.
Only took you 26 years.
This is
What an original new concept where we can have lots of ideas. Let's get the fuck out of here. Also, someone actually did a bit of a video that explains, like, there's actually some unused content in Null Space. You can look up a video of it yourself, but it's like,
Can contain the two of us at max power. Not even Null Space.
it leads to the idea that there was going to be a Null Space, but, well, they
You
couldn't
were
think of
literally
anything. I
gone
don't
for
know.
less than 20 seconds.
What happened, Sonic? You two just up and disappeared.
Nothing happened. Literally.
You say that
You
in
boosted
reference to
out
there being
there.
nothing in Null Space, but yeah, literally nothing happened. You got sucked in and then double boosted out. There was no threat. What was even the point of Null Space as a location?
So we could use this place again under a different name.
Excuse me, boss? It can't be. It's impossible to get under the Phantom Ruby's Null Space.
So you said you never used it before. How would you know
By
that?
myself, but I had a little help from my friend. Something you wouldn't understand since you don't have any friends.
Rude.
This changes nothing.
Ow. Ow.
Man will still have the last laugh.
Ow.
Wasn't the point of the mission to capture Eggman? Sonic and Original, the character, kind of just let him escape. We just showed up, talked, and did nothing.
But when the battle ends, we'll have to part with Sonic. I mean, this Sonic, won't we?
Which is sad.
We'll see him again in 5
Why?
years.
This is exactly what happened last time, too. And he came back. This isn't inherently worrisome at all.
Hey, Infinite, long time no see. Hey, Infinite, long time no see.
You literally saw him a few hours ago. You can't just throw that phrase around. Yeah, it's overused in the Sonic series, but at least it was true every time someone said it. Suddenly Omega. There are 4 of the same dude back here.
Oh, damn it.
I didn't know Infinite made copies for our army as well.
Double agents.
Gotta be kidding. That's just a special effect, right?
No, it's not. While we're under the Phantom Ruby's control, it's a part of our reality.
Which is it? Is it an illusion or is it reality? There's no point in calling the Phantom Ruby's effects illusions if they make real things.
The sun will fall upon you all. Boom. The end.
Of the planets.
Realize it's gonna fall on you too, right? You're just kind of hanging around here for no reason while Infinite makes the sun fall.
How are you okay
Also,
with this?
Was this your plan? Is there any particular reason we had to wait 3 days for this to happen?
I need a
Also,
full
just count Majora's
sun.
Mask.
It's not a
You
moon.
know, just instead of the moon, it's the sun.
Look, it's reacting. Eggman said something about the Phantom Ruby prototypes. Let me see. Whoa, it is. He said the Phantom Ruby prototypes only react to the person who activated it.
Conveniently.
That must be you, buddy. Your courage and heroism are probably what triggered it.
So, theoretically,
I saw
Sonic
that.
could have activated it as well?
Make that
Isn't his whole thing that he's courageous and heroic? What makes us so special?
3, 2, 1. 0.
Eggman, let me level with you right quick. Say, for example, your plan had worked. The sun wiped
Okay.
everyone out. How do you win if you're dead along with everyone else you tried to kill?
If I can't win, no
How is
one
that a
can.
victory? Because you would have died too, right? What, is the Phantom Ruby selective of who it affects?
You weren't even like on the other side of the planet trying to survive. You were there with them.
Impossible! I thought all the prototypes were destroyed.
See, the
Think
word
again.
prototype leads me to believe that Eggman created the Phantom Rubies, right?
Yeah.
If so, why wouldn't you own all the Phantom Ruby prototypes? You created them. Why would they be scattered? If
Are
a
they
prototype
Chaos
doesn't work,
Emeralds?
just stored in a place for safekeeping.
Oh, that reminds me of something in this game. Supersonic DLC. Absolutely nothing.
Plenty already. Leave the rest to us.
When did
did
they
plenty
do
already?
anything?
What did they do? They were fighting, lost several times, mind you, and now they're running away. Our forces haven't helped in the slightest.
This isn't Sonic Forces, it's Sonic and Friends.
How about here lies the game of fool?
Why not? Here doses the masked clown.
Wow, Sonic, that was like the worst comeback I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That was the equivalent of I know you are, but what am I?
Basically,
Holy shit, this is just the Metal Sonic boss fight again.
yep.
Possible.
The entire point of all the boss fights before were just to prepare you for
For
the
someone
final
who can't be
bosses coming
defeated, we've
along.
defeated you 3 times now.
Wrong,
Seriously.
loser. The things that can't be defeated are heart, soul, and the
In the
bond
heart of the
friendship.
cards.
My friends are my power cliche.
No. Wait. I can still fight.
We beat you 3 times. No, you can't.
And that was Infinite, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm serious. We never see him again. Sonic lost to him the first time because he had his phantom copies of Shadow, Chaos, Metal Sonic, and Zavok. Why didn't he try that again? Huh. Even Infinite's friends are his power.
This is where Eggman built Infinite.
He didn't build Infinite! Infinite is just a dude with a mask with the powers of the Phantom
I
Ruby!
really did not read over this.
Right?
Well, there are 2 different
That's what
writing
we were showing in
staff.
episode Shadow!
One wanted to be a robot, the rest is not.
Come on, now what? Can we ever just win and have that be the end of it?
Look,
Of course not. You haven't even collected the Chaos Emerald. Wait a second. If Eggman conquered the world, didn't anyone ever think to go look for the Chaos Emeralds? Why? They've always stopped Eggman's plans. Why isn't collecting them priority number *1?
Because then it couldn't be DLC.
Fortress reactor was just a decoy.
Oh my god. How many times are they gonna try to pull the rug out from under us?
What have you done?
Until you finally fall down.
I merely incorporated the Phantom Ruby into this Death Egg robot.
How is it a Death Egg
that
robot?
means the Phantom Ruby no longer has a vulnerable energy supply.
How and why? There's always been a way to weaken it. Wasn't Eggman all intimidated when we blew up the Death Egg? Okay, I need to bring attention to this. Look at the phases of the Death Egg robot. Classic Sonic is hitting back the rocks that Eggman's throwing at him in order to break his shield, just like in the
Okay.
Egg Dragoon fight, by the way. And original, the character is using the grappling hook they have to attack the robot's cockpit. Now, I don't claim to be a Sonic the Hedgehog expert, but I'm pretty sure that if Classic Sonic can just use a spin attack to return the rocks back at the robot, a homing attack is probably way more effective. And if all we're doing during the original The Character section is attacking the cockpit with the equivalent of the homing attack,
You can
why
also
doesn't
hit the
Modern
fist
Sonic
for the
handle
record.
all of this? Even the boost section at the end, are you telling me Modern Sonic can't handle 3 different targets? There's no reason Classic and Original The Character need to be here.
Yeah, but it makes for a more satisfying final boss.
Victory is ours for the taking. Triple boost.
Again, you can't really call it triple boost if 2 out of the 3 characters can't boost.
It sounds cooler.
Man, this should have been an emotional moment, but Tails and Classic Sonic barely showed any sort of real friendship. They had more of a chaperone relationship towards each other.
Yeah.
Cheer up, Tails. I'm sure we'll run into him again.
Literally
Sonic
look
had a
at
way of
me
telling
and you
us,
run
yes,
into
Classic
him.
Sonic's coming back, so there's no reason to consider this special anymore.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Oh, then again, I'll be really
It's time we clean up
surprised.
the mess that Eggman left this world in. And I'm not talking about those illusions he dreamed up for us. We need to fix the real world we all live in.
And now we have a
Really
random
trying to
clean
give
the
us whole
planet
we need to fix
message.
the real world speech. I get it. This series has always been about nature versus technology, but it was never this in your face about it.
We need to fix the real world we all live in.
True that.
True dat.
Okay then, let's get ready to do this. We'll show that creep the
It's
real
amazing how many quotes fit into this game. Now you can bite Metal Son. Oh, wait.
What, you're leaving us? There are others who need your help.
I don't think I quite understand the direction that sentence was going in. The subtitles tell me Knuckles assumes that other people need our help elsewhere, but his voice is telling us other people need our help around here.
You did good out there.
Duh.
It's not like you
Dick.
waited till the last minute to come in and act all cool saving the day.
Fuck
Well, even we
you.
were just calling out Omega for being a Deus Ex. Wait a second, was Omega supposed to be a literal Deus Ex Machina? That was a pretty shitty execution if that's the case. All he does is appear, shoot at Infinite, miss, and
When
then
I missed, they were deflected.
nothing. Infinite goes on with what it was doing anyway.
He had more purpose in 06. 06!
Has come to a conclusion. We'll be friends forever.
You can call it a bad reason. At least it was a reason.
Entire world, we have to work together and make a diligent effort.
I don't know what's sadder. The fact that they're drilling in the whole we have to fix up the Earth together thing, or the fact that they have to keep drilling it in because we as a species just don't listen.
Yeah.
Hey, you're taking off too? I was thinking the same thing.
Wait, you're not gonna stick around to rebuild everything Eggman destroyed with the rest of your friends?
You started the entire
Speaking of
speech.
Eggman, what happened to him? Did we just leave him to die in null space?
Probably.
He
Hey,
escaped the vacuum of space and the void of
he
time
needs to
before. I'm sure
find,
he'll be okay.
he has to find classic Eggman / Robotnik and then double boost out
I'm
of
pretty
there.
sure that was Sonic Team's way of telling you that your OC is just a Sonic copycat. You cut deep, Sonic Team. You cut deep.
Look, we legalized original the character do not steal. We've done our part for the universe, I guess. I don't know. And
Now
that's the
Spider-Man
game.
Homecoming.
Huh.
Can I go now?
Hey. Nice picture. Jesus.
I am not weak.
Not wrong. Hi, Infinite.
Hey guys, Char5 here. Thanks so much for watching my Cinema 6 parody of Everything Wrong with Sonic Forces. Incredibly lost potential of a story that should have been great and a game that should
Yep.
have been greater.
Yep.
You guys should head on over to CinemaSynth, the awesome people that I
Okay,
parody.
bye.